So today we'll start with preparing our body. So in that, what we can start doing is start fasting straight away from now by making up any missed fast or even keeping our Napail fast. So we can fast on the 13th, 14th, 15th, the ayam bats, the white days. We can do the Mondays, Thursdays. And that will, inshallah, get us started. Our body will get accustomed with this heat that we are having, with the longer hours this year that we'll be having for Ramadan, inshallah. And then we can look into eating healthy foods to boost our energy. So work on being energized, have healthier eating habits, maintain healthy and nutritious diet well before Ramadan, so that when Ramadan comes, we are not struggling having healthy food. Because a lot of the time during Ramadan, we crave salty food so much, salty, tangy, deep fried, which is not healthy. So limit those intake of fried and salty food from now on and get your body accustomed. And also eating mindfully. It takes our brain to recognize that we have eaten. So when we eat mindfully and taking longer to eat, giving us at least 20 minutes so that our brain can catch up that we have eaten. Also, if we monitor the portion size as well, this will all help us build a healthy body and good health in general. Urwa reported, radiallahu anh, that Aisha, radiallahu anha, she mentioned, verily, the first trial to occur in this nation after the passing of its prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was people eating to their fill. For when people fill their stomachs, their bodies are fattened, their hearts are hardened, and their desires are uncontrollable. And Imam Shafi'i also said something very similar. He said, I have not filled myself in 16 years, because feeling oneself makes the body heavy, removes clean understanding, and induces sleep and makes one weak for worship. So focusing on our eating habits, not only just to prepare ourselves for Ramadan, but also in general, making it a healthy lifestyle so that our health gets better, especially when we are aging now. Most of us are probably over 30. We have to take more good care of our health. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when he was in his 60s, he was still going to the battles. He was fit. Are we fit? And if we keep ourselves healthy and fit, how would that affect our marriage? Would that change the dynamics in our marriage? Just because we feel good, just because we feel healthy and more energetic, and maybe the brain fog is no longer there. Because a lot of medical research these days says that a lot of our health issues are generating from our gut. What are we giving in our gut? It's generating from there. And next is exercising regularly. So get some form of light physical exercise, such as going out for a walk a couple of times a week. Do this because our body are an amana, and take care of them with gratitude. And it's a form of ibadah itself. Pay your doctor a visit. Check with your doctor if you are on, especially if you are on any medication, or if you need to get on a medication, or the eating habits, or what sort of exercise you can do, consult with your doctor, with your trainer, with your nutritionist. Be regular with your sunnah bedtime. Adjust your sleep patterns so that you get used to during Ramadan routine, the Ramadan sleep routine. Try to sleep immediately after Isha and wake up a few minutes before Fajr so that you can catch your tahajjud as well. Reduce your caffeine intake gradually from now on, so that when Ramadan comes, we don't complain, oh, I've got a headache, I haven't had my caffeine, my tea, my coffee, I don't know how I'm going to do for next 8 hours. So start it now. So that your morning and afternoon routine of your caffeine doesn't make you sluggish during Ramadan, inshallah. Do a brain dump and list everything that is clogging your mind. The act of writing down itself helps us to clear our mind and organize our thoughts. And take care of any long standing commitments and plans that you had to, that's been in your mind for so long. You're pushing it away, you have been procrastinating. Fulfill them now, so that those don't come up during Ramadan and you have to distract yourself from fasting, or it takes away from your ibadah time, or it takes away from your energy. And next is, actually, let me check if I want to do a question session before we move on to the next one. I'll discuss before we break out. And if you have any questions, you can ask. So have you caught up on missed prayers? If not, how do you plan to do? How do you plan to make up on those? Do you plan to do your Mondays, Thursdays, or your 3 white days? Why are eating habits important for you? What healthy food practices do you plan to adopt? What unhealthy food choices do you plan to give up? How would you maintain portion size? So any physical, say, strategies that will help you do that. Maybe, box lunch, or maybe you portion control with a bowl, you measure it, those sort of things. That's what I'm asking here. What support system would you build around you to reach those goals when you are afraid you might sleep? So we know we have these goals, and 2 weeks down the line, we slip up. What sort of strategies are we going to have so that, our environment, our people around us help us in reaching our goals? What are your exercise plans? Do you need to consult your doctor before you embark your journey? What is your caffeine or sugar intake right now? And what are your plans regarding those? Any other food addiction of yours that you are aware of? And how might your eating habits change your energy level and brain fog? And how would that help your relationships or your marriage? And life can be very hectic. How do you plan to maintain your sunnah bedtime? So all these questions, let's discuss that. If any one of you don't feel like you want to disclose some information, that's okay. You can say you want to pass that question, and then you write down the answers on your books for yourself. Assalamu alaikum. Everybody is coming back now. How did it go? Were you able to finish?
Although we didn't start on time, we were able to touch on some things.
That's good. Thank you. And everybody else was able to finish?
Yes, Alhamdulillah. We had good
Alhamdulillah.
time.
That's good. All right, let's get started. I'll share the screen again. So preparing the environment, getting our environment ready. So it was in the month of Ramadan that the Quran was revealed. So rejoicing at the approach of the blessed month is actually recommended.
What's the name? Oh, okay.
It's still got 15 minutes.
Zwana, can you put them in mute?
Okay.
Say in the bounty of Allah and His mercy, therein let them rejoice. That is better than what they amass. That is the wealth. So Allah actually recommends us to rejoice the Quran. So, and Quran was revealed in month of Ramadan. Rejoicing at the approach of blessed month, we can reorganize, redecorate. We can bring harmony in our homes. Prepare a corner for your children. Have some books, maybe some drawings, maybe you do some calligraphy, maybe you write down duas, they write it down with you, stick them on, and they memorize those. Lighting. Just think of anything you would do to celebrate and make it special. You can do act of service around the house, picking up chores, also delegating chores, because a lot of the times our mothers, they are picking up after everybody instead of delegating their work to their children and training them to be an adult, training them in the house chores. So maybe have a look into what house chores you can delegate to your children. The Messenger, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he said, whoever removes a worldly hardship from a believer, Allah will remove one of the hardships on the day of resurrection from him. Whoever grants respite to a debtor who is in difficulty, Allah will grant him relief in this world and in the hereafter. And whoever conceals a Muslim, that is his fault, in this world, Allah will conceal his fault in the hereafter.
Are you sharing your screen? Because we cannot see anything.
Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know, because I haven't shared the screen. Thank you so much. And Allah will help a person so long as he is helping his brother. I'll quickly go over this one. So reorganize, bringing harmony in your home, decorate your home, prepare Ramadan corner and supplication charts, art, and then act of service. That's what we have covered so far. Hastening to complete any task that may distract you from doing act of worship, clear your schedule, prepare a schedule to follow, list and plan all the needs that to be done, all that needs to be done before Ramadan, during Ramadan, and shortly after Ramadan. Plan on doing majority of these tasks before Ramadan. And plan life events such as exam, house moves, family wedding, vacation, etc. And that's taking place right after Ramadan. Plan accordingly so that you can prepare for these events before Ramadan starts, and that it doesn't take away from your worship time. Get your shopping list done. What do you need to shop for the whole month of Ramadan for iftar and sehri? Are you going to buy dates this Ramadan? If you are, make sure it's non-Israeli product, because we are boycotting them. Buy your non-perishables. So do all those lists. Food plan, food prep. And as I've mentioned earlier, delegating the workshop and not feeling guilty about asking for help. A lot of the times we find it very difficult to ask somebody. We think, why aren't they helping? Don't they see? They probably actually don't see or not recognize, not acknowledge. So you have to ask for help. Develop and maintenance cycle of your house chores so that during Ramadan it's not too much. And create personal health and spiritual goals. Calculate your zakat if you need to ahead of time, and plan how you're going to do your zakat and give your sadaqah. And then prepare your mind. Try having the best of intentions for this Ramadan to have productive and spiritual Ramadan experience. Set achievable goals and empty your mind of unnecessary things. So let's go out for another breakaway room. All right, I'm not being able to copy. I'll read out the questions, and if you can take notes. So take a picture of the questions before we go to a breakout room. And then Rubana, give them about 15 minutes and make 2 groups. Assalamu alaikum, welcome back. How did it go, Sister Hawa?
Wa alaikum assalam. Welcome. I'm back.
Thank you. Thanks for joining. How did it go?
Yeah, it was good. We discussed the questions, and fortunately, Salamata is like me too. She's not married, so
Okay.
we tried to divert the discussion to the specific situation of
Yeah,
ours.
no,
How,
that's great. Good job.
yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you so much for joining back, sisters. So we will get back on to the next slide. We don't have much time. We'll see how we go. This time, I'll not forget to share the screen. So our next one is actually self-restraint beyond food and drink. This is so important. I can't stress enough. Yes, all these things that we have done until today, from yesterday, these are needed. But Ramadan is not only for restraining food and drink. It is beyond restraining food and drink. So what we will do, inshallah, is we will get started from here tomorrow. And we have plenty to cover tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be able to finish it on time, inshallah. So let's meet up again tomorrow. And I'll see you, inshallah. How does that sound? Did you get enough value today from the session?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Tomorrow is the most important of these 3 days because it goes beyond. So it goes beyond just restraining ourselves from these apparent things. It delves into the character and how those would impact our relationship and most importantly, our marriage, and what we have to look for if we are looking to get married. So inshallah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.